fire, fire for fire, fire.
Oh, so it's like basically equal rights and equal lefts because mansplaining was like a thing a long time ago. Let's watch it.
I want to keep explaining male behaviors to women, but y'all did not like it when I called it mansplaining, so today I'm gonna husband-splain something real quick. So,
Alright.
I think I just
I'm
experienced
listening.
positive mansplaining. So I open up the fridge and I see egg, and I'm like, wet. So I ask the kids, I'm like, did you guys leave this egg here? And they're like, nope. So I'm like, only one more suspect. My husband. But I want to give my man the benefit of the doubt, so I text the boys, and I'm like, why egg? And my one buddy immediately goes, oh, you had a second carton. Yeah, he must have gotten down to the last egg, and instead of leaving it there to be all off balance the next time someone picked it up or, take up a bunch of extra space, he just put it there as the priority egg.
Yeah, I would do that too. Does that mean I'm a man? Yeah, and it frees up space? What?
It's just like fronting at the supermarket when employees make sure that the quickest to expire items are at the front and the longer lasting items don't get used first. And I'm just like, that is exactly what happened.
Dad, I'm so cooked. I actually can't process why this bitch is actually saying that.
Pretty egg. Like, he mansplained that so perfectly.
Heck.
What else are they doing that makes sense and we're just not asking? I want to keep explaining male behaviors to women, but y'all did not like it when I called it mansplaining, so today I'm gonna husband-splain something real quick. Today's topic, some of you are already mad, the sink cup. There's room.
Yeah, the sink cup, so you can reuse the cup because it doesn't need a lot of cleaning because it's all water and it doesn't need to be like put in the sink. Am I a man? I don't understand this at all. Yeah, no need to dirty the cup and then have to like wash it again. It'll get dirty over time.
Room in the dishwasher, room in the sink. Why does he leave it there? This is a big one. There was a viral article where a woman left her husband over this.
I
Here's
guess
what
I am a
sink cup
man.
comes down to. Ladies, we have got to stop trying to pigeonhole men into commitments they are not ready for. He is not ready to settle on either idea of being done drinking for the day or continuing to drink for the day. And the craziest part is he's trying not to piss you off. Because he knows if he makes the wrong decision and he's not done drinking for the day, he's going to have to dirty another dish and that's going to make you mad. He's thinking worst case scenario, I am done drinking for the day, but the cup is going to be right there reminding me to put it away because it's there. It's right by the sink. It's the sink.
It's not even that complicated. It's just because you don't want to dirty a cup. Man, this is so weird. I'm so confused. Do people actually need explaining this? You learned from your brother? No, I didn't. My family, my mom would be the one cleaning the dishes when you're like a kid, right? And it makes sense because it's like, why would you dirty a dish if you're gonna keep drinking just water? If it's like dirty like coffee, okay, yeah, you should get a new cup, right? But why do it with water? It's just water.
Cup. Typical shelf life of a sink cup is about the same as jeans. It could last 3 to 5 days. I am slowly cracking the male Da Vinci Code. You wanted more male behaviors explained, so I'm going to speed run husband-splain 2 things to you because I'm getting real good at this. The laundry chair. But the best is right there.
Chair.
Yeah, he knows, but to understand the laundry chair, we must first understand the purgatory jeans. They can also be hoodies. The point is that these are clothes that are too dirty to be with the other drawer clothes, but too clean to be in the basket.
I do this. I do this. Like, obviously underwear gets changed every day, but like, unless I'm like sweating in a shirt, I feel like you don't really need to. You're a man? Is there any women in the chat that can prove me that this isn't just a man thing?
No one knows how long purgatory jeans last, but something bad has to happen for them to transition from chair to basket. He knows he's going to piss you off if these clothes touch the floor, so they do not touch the floor. He's actually trying to save the planet and reduce your laundry labor. Next up, the sink knife. Guest appearance by Sink Cup.
No, sink knife is not male coded. Come on, man. You cannot be serious. No, this is an everyone thing with a brain. It's not a man thing. The sink knife is for when you make another food piece related item later. Alana is never beating the man allegations. Shut up! I'm not a man, I swear.
Why isn't it just in the sink? This may look weird, but it's math. You see the perfect balance of the handle on the counter juxtaposed by the light residue just above the sink's contaminable surface makes this the perfect knife for making another sandwich with later. Laundry chair, sink knife.
Yes, it makes sense. Also, if you're poor, it doesn't waste fucking water cleaning that shit.
Follow for more discoveries. Explaining male behavior to women, part 5. Alright, so whatever random ass place he left his keys, just leave them there.
He's a Dota 2 player. No way. I'm literally knowing right now. This guy's based. No. That's awesome. And Warhammer. Oh, shit.
Leave them there. Do not move them to the key dish. Do not. That is only going to confuse him more. You will seriously fuck up this guy's whole day. See, he knows he didn't leave them in the key dish, so that's only going to make him check 5 to 10 other really stupid places that are not the key dish before he finally starts thinking the way that you would instead of the way that he would.
No, that's just ADHD. I'm not gonna hold you. I always put my keys in, like, really random spots.
Next up.
Or
if
in my
jeans are
pocket.
in a questionable place that are not the basket or the floor, but they have a belt on, that is your sign that they are not dirty. They will be used again. Don't throw them down. They be having like little ass switch games and shit.
That's logical.
This one's a fun bonus.
Yeah, because if you're done, you're gonna reuse the belt for clean pants. That makes sense.
See, he lost the Folgers coffee lid, so he made his own. Good for him. Last one. If you are like me and you find half-drunk body armors in every room of the house, if it really bothers you, just combine them all into one and they'll just go with it. Follow for more.
Wait, that's actually so strong. But that's kind of gross, though. I don't know. I don't like that. That's ew. I don't like that. I would never do that, but I get it. What if you're, like, really, like, not well off? Chad, have you ever been really broke? Like, would you... I don't know, man.
Made it to episode 6 of Womansplaining Men to Women. I'm just gonna come out and say it. If
I think it's a bit gross.
Towels,
I wouldn't do that.
Don't refold them. Stop it. It's bad. What is the absolute worst thing that could happen if you opened your cupboards and saw this? Stay with me? You good, babe? Every day in America, there is a well-intentioned husband who has just spent 15 minutes folding the laundry. And there is an irritated wife who's about to spend 20 more refolding them because he didn't do them good enough. And that's just one example. If you are in a heterosexual relationship, there is a 100% chance that after he did a chore, your first reaction was, yeah, that chore's not done. And then some of you will redo the whole chore. Others will get mad and scold him for his half-assery.
I think this is a neurotypical thing. She's really trying to box this into like a woman versus man thing. I genuinely think that this guy probably just has like ADHD or something. Yeah, because I've met girls like that too.
I have done both, and both have wasted my fucking time. You redo the whole chore, you're wasting your life. You reprimand him for helping, and now he's going to dread doing that chore. Because if he doesn't do them, you're mad. And now if he does do them, you're mad. It's a whole mess. And the truth is, he wants to make you proud. He really does. He dreads the thought of you telling your friends how bad he is at laundry. Because he knows you do. Ladies, to get what you both want, you gotta flip the script. This is a 2-part plan. Part 1. Let go of what you can.
I can't stand all these cuts, man. It's actually so distracting. Can you just fucking, like, say it in one go? Ah!
If you were not traumatized by Gemini cupboard, try it. You might not hate it. And part 2. Trick him by presenting your chore preferences as noble tasks that yield rewards. No, literally be like, I have a daring quest for you, should you choose to accept it. A maiden is in search of a rare knight who dares load the dishwasher from back to front instead.
She's describing someone who has... Like, they really love MMOs, Dota, Warhammer. I feel like he's not being a man, and she's just... Yeah, Coco Melon cuts. That's what I wanted to say. She's doing like some crazy cuts. My lady, please help the lady.
of front to back, so that she will know how much room is left. Do you dare accept this quest? Dude, guarantee you he will be down as fuck. It's not about rewarding him for something he's supposed to be doing already.
That's not true. I feel like a lot of men would find this condescending. Chat, would you find this condescending? No? I'm just asking. Yeah, no, maybe, no, yeah, a little, nah. I would be confused, nah, indifferent. There's a decent amount of people that would be like, this is a bit much.
About making your differences fun again, and easing up icky chore conversations. It's about being a silly goose. Seriously, host your discussions of labor division like a Knights of the Round Table council meeting.
That's
Pop off
fair, I
champagne
guess.
when you finally come to a resolution. Recognize each other as autonomous and competent partners, and let's fucking go!
It's just some woman is gonna find a man and try to do this, and he's gonna freak the fuck out.
Oh, Womansplaining Men to Women Part 7. You've made it this far. I feel you may be prepared for one of the final truths. Make sure you're sitting down. I do not reveal this lightly. Ready yourself? He does not care about chores as much as you, and he never will. You felt it in your heart and you feared it to be true.
Yeah, 'cause it's a woman's job.
It is. Deep down you've been dreaming of the day you don't have to tell him what to do because he just knows. Now this will happen sometimes. It's on.
I'm joking, chat. I think chores suck when you have a full-time job, chat. Genuinely, if your partner doesn't have a job, I feel like it's your job to do the chores. Like, you as the person who doesn't have a job. Yeah, no, like, absolutely.
Accident. But let's examine why. You two have experienced two different traumas. You as a woman have lived your entire life societally conditioned to believing that your worth is directly attached to your amount of emotional labor.
What kind of people did you grow up with? Since when? I wasn't taught that. Are my parents weird? Yeah, emotional labor? I've never heard of that term in my life.
He has not. Is that a privilege? Maybe. But instead, he has spent his entire life as a man societally conditioned to believing that his worth is directly derived from how much money he earns.
Okay, yeah, we're back on track, but I don't know about the emotional labor thing.
Women deal with that less. Your priorities will always be different. To you, he is half-assing every single chore. To him,
well, if you both have a job, then yeah, I feel like you should be splitting the chores down half the middle of the line. I feel like if you're both working, like, big jobs every day, yeah, sure, but if you're staying at home or your husband's staying at home, one of you's gotta do more of it.
he will never understand why you fold your underwear. Why would someone waste their time like that? And you know what? Part of the desire to get the chore done quickly is to play Fortnite faster. Just like we will leave our makeup scattered around the sink like a hurricane went through in 3 different outfits that we decided against thrown across the floor as we fly out the door for girls' night. He will never.
What the fuck is girls' night? I'm a VTuber. What the fuck is girls' night?
Never get the same joy out of seeing the counters wiped down as you do. His joy comes from seeing you happy. Stop trying to convince him he will be happy if he wipes down the counters. He doesn't give a fuck about those counters. Convince him that you will be happy if he wipes down those counters. Men will do all kinds of stupid shit to make you happy. Take marriage, for example. Oh, that was too far?
Oh, you can't say that though.
Okay, I will. Look, we've already lost all control by choosing to be attracted to someone. We might as
Like marriage, where you lose everything if you marry a woman and she turns out to be absolutely insane. I'll say it, don't worry.
well figure him out. Just like, you might as well hit follow. Womansplaining Men to Women Part 8. We're too far into the series to avoid this any longer. The toilet seat. Is a man to leave it up or down? Many women believe that because only a man requires both lids to be up, that
I'm gonna say something as a person who had to live with an older brother. I'm just used to it. Like, I remember I would think to myself, like, you're living alone, right? And I'd always put the seat up, but when my brother was home or he was living with my parents and with me, I'd just, like, live with it. Like, what am I gonna do? Tell him to put the toilet seat down? He'll tell me to go fuck myself. I don't know. I feel like most of the time people do that out of consideration, but you don't have to. Tell them to piss in the sink. I don't know. I think this is a factor of like what you're used to. If you tell them to put it down out of respect for you, I totally get it. I don't know.
A man is responsible for putting one lid down. After all, both parties require one lid down for number 2, but only the man requires both lids up for number 1. However, many others believe that there's a more equitable solution.
It's, you know what I say to this is there's worse things than him leaving the fucking seat up, chat. He could fucking piss on the seat. I feel like the motion of putting the seat down as a girl after like a boy uses the bathroom, it makes sense. Like he could just fucking piss on the seat. Like why the fuck does he give a shit?
He lifts as he needs, she lowers as she needs, each taking accountability for their own body's needs. Well, it's time you know the truth. You should both be lifting the lid because you should both be lowering the lid, especially before you flush. Y'all.
Yeah, sure, I get that, but like most of the time it's a reflex thing. Chat, would you honestly consciously put down the seat every time you go like potty and then like you're done? I feel like most people forget. Like even if they consciously put it down and then they forget. I do, I don't, no. I put it down every time. I don't know, I feel like most people don't. Buy a house with 2 bathrooms! Alright, Rich McGee.
It's called the toilet plume. Every time you flush a toilet,
Plume.
145,000 particles of all of the poop, pee, puke, and whatever else has gone into there explodes out all over the bathroom, covering your hairbrushes, your toothbrushes, spreading any viruses you're shedding. You filthy animals. And if that's not the advice you wanted, take solace in the fact that your bathroom just got an extra chair. Womansplaining Men to Women, Part 9.
That's
Pardon
fair.
my woman spreading. Some of you ladies have been asking how to deal if he doesn't make the bed or if his side of the room is a mess. So if you absolutely need your bed made every day, the rule is, whoever's the last one out of bed makes it. Sorry, that's just the rule. So if that's all you needed to settle the debate on who does it, there you go. You can probably stop the video now. But I beg you to consider the actual power move. Literal best solution is if you both don't care if the bed is made. No.
I read online somewhere that making your bed actually is worse for your, what is it called? Your bed hygiene. I only make my bed if, like, my family's coming over because I don't want them to see, like, everything disorganized. That's the only time. I just get out of bed and I'm like, all right, 07.
Now keep in mind, until this episode, I have never, ever asked you guys to simply not care about something. Just how to communicate differently about it, or what it means. But for making the bed every day, why do you care? I mean, who's gonna see it? If he doesn't care, and you don't care, who cares? Look at all this room for activities. Simply.
It looks nice, but who cares? Who cares? Like, if you don't care, why do you care? I don't know. If you want to make your bed, that's awesome, but I feel like it's not really the end of the world. Yeah, grandma cares. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if my family's coming over and they, like, you know, walk around and they're like, oh, look at your bed. I'm like, I'm gonna do it for you, but I'm not gonna do it for myself. I don't care.
Not making the bed is so much easier than getting out of bed or remaking the whole bed. Then when you want to get back into bed, you have to take everything off again and then get back in and then cover yourself back up again. When you could simply drop in bed, pull the covers up. Now, if you're having
the best feeling ever is after a long day of work, you come home and your bed's not made, and then you just crawl in and fucking cry. Because you don't have to think about ripping your bed apart, chat. You know, like, you're just fucking ripping it apart.
Over and your room is like the place that guests come in to throw their coats on the bed. For the love of God, both of you clean that room. As for his side of the room, same rule. As long as neither of you are regularly having guests in there or doing HGTV home tours, let the man have his space. Quite frankly, I simply pretend I do not see it. Now, there is a difference if he's keeping, like, food and trash in there like a damn raccoon. Sir, if you want to do Dexter's...
Chat, eating in bed is disgusting. Are you with me or not? I hate that shit, bro. I never liked that idea of that. Yeah, it's nasty. Depends. No, depends. No, depends. Don't eat in bed. Unless you're, like, dying in bed, like, you can't fucking move, like, sure. Okay, I get it. Breakfast in bed is Kino. Bro, the fucking crumbs? Ew.
Lab and do science experiments, you also need a rotating bookshelf. Now hit follow and stay tuned because for episode 10 we're covering the man flu.
The man flu! Ugh. Don't be a messy eater. You guys are coping. Yeah. Don't be a messy eater. Okay, then why are there crumbs on the fucking floor at your dinner table then? Why do you have to vacuum if you're so unmessy, chat? Why are there crumbs in the kitchen? Are you not messy? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. It's almost like you are messy? You're so done. You're done. You're coping. Check it out. Dadvocate.
Fire, fire,